On my first red letter day from February, I decided that I needed to finally get out of my January slump and take myself out of the house. I think with excitement for the new year, especially being a high school senior, also comes a sense of internal pressure, with your mind sort of indicating to you that you need to start getting your life together quickly now that another year has passed. And I think that's exactly what I prioritized. I didn't realize it at first, but I haven't taken myself on a date in a long time, a part that I think is very crucial to forms of self-care. For me, whenever I take myself out, I make it a whole ordeal through romanticizing things that I deem as mundane, like taking the time to choose a cute outfit and make myself feel better physically before going out to feel better mentally. Cafes are especially my favorite self-date because it allows you to take part in society without actually having to socialize. I never used to be a fan of going out by myself, and I always used to think that I needed at least someone with me for it to be considered a good time. What I've learned since then is that it's always important to appreciate the value of your own company, because it's in those moments by ourselves where we find out new things to learn from, new things to appreciate, and new things to grow from. I remember on my first self-date, I realized my love for people watching, and in this instance, I went to this very cute cafe, grabbed a matcha, and caught up on some schoolwork. But it was also a step towards taking care of myself even better after putting it off for such a long while. So, whether it's going out to a cafe or maybe even going on a walk, taking the time to do these things for ourselves most definitely helps in building good habits for the long run. We're with ourselves the entirety of our lives, so starting to appreciate ourselves a bit more is always key. Even starting off with a simple trip to a cafe. Another year, another Valentine's Day, celebrating people in love and unconsciously shaming the single. Or at least that's what I used to think of this day. As I got older, I realized that Valentine's Day wasn't solely a day for people in love, but instead an expression of gratitude for love overall. Throughout all of my life, although I have never experienced falling in love yet, I've experienced it so much elsewhere. I feel it when I'm talking with my family or when I'm hanging out with my friends. I feel it when I'm making YouTube videos or singing in the shower. I feel it when I'm reading a new book or taking a nice walk outside. But most of all, I feel it in myself. Not in a self-serving, egotistical way, but in a way that's perfectly content in knowing that loving myself will always be enough, and maybe one day down the line, someone else might feel that same love and want to share it with me. So I decided that instead of dwelling on being a single girl on Valentine's Day, I gave that love to someone who needed it most. Me. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a third wheel as long as your company is actually wanted. I third wheeled my mom and stepdad this year, and although sitting in a restaurant filled with couples may seem slightly alienating, love is infectious no matter the circumstances.
Filming. Hey.
Somebody just sat down.
Who's that? Oh, wait, door. Luna is our special guest. My Valentine this year. Alright, she doesn't want that. So I've actually never made this sugar cookie recipe and it ended up being really tasty. Baking is one of my most favorite hobbies because of how calming and rewarding it can be. If you've ever heard of the term baking therapy is essentially baking to provide some sort of solace and calm to your mind. Baking and cooking is something that I feel is avoided sometimes because of how daunting it can be, with fears of burning it or the end result not being as good. But I'm a firm believer that successful baking or cooking is rooted in the idea of baking with love. So really, if you love what you're making, it'll come out great. Taste is another story. I was trying to go for a heart, but some of them ended up being like blobs, but that's okay. I made 3 different ones, including cinnamon sugar, some plain sugar ones topped with chocolate, and the matcha strawberry cookies with the jam that we made earlier on the day. Lastly, don't worry if you aren't the most confident in your baking skills. I'm not the best either, but with practice comes improvement. Lastly, watching a good film is always a great way to end a day. To me, films are like portals to other worlds. I love watching movies, even the ones like this one that made me sob. So currently, it is February 23rd, and I'm about to get lunch and hang out with one of my friends from school, and I'm so excited. This is the outfit for today. I'm just wearing this little brown blouse with some jeans and this little cardigan. I think it's very simple, and I'm actually kind of in a rush right now, so I will update you guys when I get to see her.
Okay, currently we're in Whole Foods looking for matcha, and we see there's like a rainbow. Yeah, there you go. There's a patch. What is it right there? Oh, you can barely see it. There's a patch of rainbow.
We promised her we're not hallucinating.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, you can kind of see it there.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Ever since I moved to the suburbs, the quote-unquote city girl inside me sometimes misses the city environment. So I took a trip back. I met up with my best friend and another friend whom I hadn't seen in the longest time, and we had a little NYC day.
It's very windy right now, and we're in line to go to Brandy Melville. Here's Ella.
It's been.
Yes, currently very cold and windy. Okay. Ella and I are doing matcha taste test because Bim isn't a matcha drinker. You ready? Cheers! 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 matcha. Even though I already tried it, but that was really good.
So to end off the video, I just wanted to express my gratitude for the days that I documented and all the people that were involved in it. I think that in general, when you're feeling so down about life, you kind of get into your head about it, and that's what it was for me. I think that when dwelling too much on the negatives or the not so great days in life, you tend to forget about the potential good that you can experience. While editing the video, I think looking back at the little days that I mentioned and kind of experiencing that joy again made me feel a sense of inspiration and improve my outlook towards my zest of life, you could say. We tend to put so much emphasis and so much more value on the bad days we have rather than the good, so this video was kind of a means for me to remember the beautiful things that life can give you, whether it's going out to a cafe by yourself, whether it's going out and hanging out with your friends, watching a jazz trio. Just being able to be grateful for the little things in life, I think, is just such a great practice, and I'm definitely going to start working on that more often. Also, another thing I have to work on more often is posting more on YouTube, so I'm definitely going to try and get back on my grind. Not try, I will get back on my grind on YouTube. So, I guess I'm rambling and I'm going off and off, but I just want to re-emphasize how grateful I am for everyone who is in this video and the people watching this video. I appreciate y'all so much, and it means the world to me that you guys are watching my videos. It's kind of crazy to me sometimes. I don't think anyone's watching my videos, but yeah, here you are. So, yeah. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. I am now gonna stop talking and end this video before I go on a 20-minute tangent. Okay, bye guys! Love you.